Hey there, Irishman, this is Sean of Nintendo here, and I want to welcome you all guys to a bit of a special video today. In today's video guys, I'm going to be taking the Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate demo here, and I'm going to be breaking it down for you guys. I recently watched my friend Thomas play through the demo of this game, and I realised that the demo really doesn't show much of what the game is worth. Like, I've played Monster Hunter 3 for a long time, well not a very long time, but in the time that I have played it, it's been an incredibly fun game. And the demo really doesn't do the game justice. So I'm going to dip into the demo here guys and kind of break down the different elements of the game within the demo so you can get a better understanding of how the game works. Okay, well it seems I need to be using the Wii U gamepad for the moment. Okay, so just for the moment I'm just going to use the Wii U gamepad until I can just go into the options here. Controller settings and Wii U Pro controller, because I much prefer to use the Pro controller as opposed to the gamepad. Okay, much better. And the basic gist of the controls is exactly the same. So when you click on start game here guys, the thing you're going to be brought towards here is an option of two specific fights. You have a hunt for the Lagombi and you have a hunt for the Plesiot. Now, they say Lagombi is easy and the Plesiot is hard. This isn't necessarily true. It completely depends on which hunter rank you're taking them on. There are three different kinds of hunter ranks you can have in this game. There's low rank, there is high rank, and then there's also G rank. Which that goes in ascending order, low being the easiest and G being the hardest. High rank being the one dead in the middle. Now the thing is, I haven't been able to determine exactly which rank both of these monsters are on. Now I'm willing to bet that the Lagombi is actually low rank. From what I've seen from Thomas's demo, it didn't do a lot of damage, certainly not enough to say it's on high rank, so I'm definitely willing to bet that it's a low rank one. Probably single player low rank. I wouldn't bet that it would be a high rank. Sorry, excuse me. I wouldn't be online low rank, because there is online play on this game guys, and when you do online low rank it's a little bit harder than offline low rank. The same goes for the Plesiot. The main difference between these two guys is, sorry 1 second, throat gets dry really fast. The main difference between these two monsters is that they have different abilities, they have different attacks that they can do. And it all kind of depends on your playstyle, which one of these is going to be harder for you to fight. Now, the Plesiot can be a bit of a difficult monster. You don't really encounter him until high rank, maybe G rank, I can't exactly remember. The Lagombi is a monster that they do give to you earlier in the game, but by no accounts is it an easy monster. You do fight a lot easier monsters in the game, such as the Great Jaggy, the Great Baggy. All these other monsters are a lot easier to fight than this guy. So this probably wasn't the best choice of monsters to throw into the demo, because it's a bit off-putting to have this as the very first monster that you ever fight. Now, for the sake of showing off some of the various weapons, I'm going to just dip into the Lagombi fight for now. So as you can see here, you have a wide variety. Whoa, let me catch my words here. You have a wide variety of different weapons that you can choose from. You have sword and shield, dual blades, car, great sword, long sword, hammer, hunting horn, lance, gun, lance, switch axe, light bow gun, heavy bow gun, and bow. Now, which weapon you're going to choose is going to be completely dependent on your playstyle. And I wish the cars outside would stop revving so much. I'm just going to grab a noise removal for that. But anyways, like I said, the different weapon that you're going to be choosing, guys, is going to be completely dependent on your playstyle, but it's also going to be dependent on the situation that you're in, the monster that you're going to be fighting. The thing that they don't explain here, guys, is... excuse me, sorry, my throat's getting dry already. The different weapons that you have here, guys, have different elements on them. From what I saw from Thomas's demo, he chose the sword shield. And when I saw the sword being used, I noticed there was a bit of ice being let off it. So I can immediately tell that the weapon being used here is an ice weapon, which is not a good choice against the Lagombi, because it is an ice-themed monster. Usually when you're playing the actual game, guys, you're going to be, trying to figure out what the weaknesses of the monsters are, the elements that they use, trying to learn the different attack patterns and stuff like that. Personally, for me, the weapon that I use is the switch axe. It's my weapon of choice, basically. And the thing about the switch axe here, this is the Insidious. That's the name of the switch axe that's here. And he's also wearing the, I think that's the Selene X armor. I'm not going to dip into the actual names of the armor. There's a lot of armor sets here that even I don't know about. I'm pretty sure that's the Azure Rathalos. I don't know what that is. Actually, that's the Gobule. Excuse me. I don't know what that is. So for the sake of this demo, for using a weapon that I know how to use, I'm going to use the switch axe. Now the little two guys you see right here, that is Kayamba and Cha-Cha. These are little guys, they're called Shakalakas, and you'll obtain them throughout the story of the game. Their main thing that they do is you can put different masks on them and have different abilities to help you out. You can give them dances that can, occasionally give you large health recoveries. Or you can give them masks that make sure that they don't fight, or masks that make sure they do fight, and different ones to make them pick up items. It's kind of complicated, so I won't dip into that right now. But just know that you can only actually take one of these guys with you when you're on a quest. You can't take two of them. So you'll notice here at the very beginning they set a time limit of 20 minutes for you to fight this guy. The actual time limit you get in the game is 50 minutes per monster. Now depending on how good you are at the game will completely depend on how long it takes to kill them. Now Thomas, if you're watching this, there's two important things you kind of missed right here at the beginning, which are both of these boxes here. Specifically the blue one. If you go over to and press A, you'll see that they have a couple of items to give to you. A couple of first aid meds, rations, cleansers, sonic bombs, and a shock trap. Now, there's a couple of other things here like barrel bombs and barbecue spits, a couple of pickaxes. You really don't need these items specifically. Well, you take the barrel bomb, health horn, you might as well take that. You don't need this because you're not using ammo. You don't really need this because you don't need to cook any food, and that's the kind of food you can cook. And you're not going to be mining or catching bugs or fishing. So we don't need any of those things. So at the bottom right of the screen here, guys, you can notice that there's a thing here with L above it. So if you hold down L, you can see that there's a couple of items now available to us. And pressing A and Y, which are the kind of left and right on your, A, B, X and Y thing, you can maneuver between these things here. So you can see you have a couple of items here: whetstones, nullberries, life powder, well done stick. What do all these items do? Well, to break it down, first aid meds and potions are the exact same thing. They heal you for the exact same amount. Mega potions is pretty much double that. Well done sticks, which I'm going to eat one right now. Pay close attention to the yellow bar at the very top of the screen. You'll notice it is now maxed out. This is your stamina. Your stamina will deplete over time. By holding down or, you'll be able to run around, which will deplete stamina. And when you run around more, you'll just end up losing stamina over time, and you have to eat well done steaks or rations in order to fill that back up. Rations are like, the potions. They're not going to give you as much stamina. Well done steak is going to give you the most stamina. So that pretty much explains the gist of that. If you ever faint during a fight, you will be brought back here to base camp, and if you faint 3 times, it's game over. You failed the hunt. So I'm just going to go find the Lingombi now and actually get into the fight. I spent a bit of good time there just explaining the gist of this game. So pay close attention, guys, to the right there, kind of near the top right. The map. This is the map. Yes, the map. Use the map. You can kind of see little black lines kind of connecting between each area. And if you paid close attention there to that thing that was moving, that's the Lingombi right there. Normally in the game, you're not going to be told where the enemy is, nor is it going to be in that shape. You have to find them yourself, unless you have specific abilities that actually help you to find the monster. Now, one thing you want to pay a note to is the fact that my stamina is pretty much, okay right now. The area that we're in right now, guys, is called the Tundra, an ice-themed area. And normally you'd want to bring hot drinks with you, because if you don't bring hot drinks, your guy is going to be cold, and your stamina is going to deplete a lot faster. So if I go in here into the hunter info, normally I'd be able to actually check my equipment. I'd be able to check the various items that I have. I can check that at least. So it's not, this demo doesn't really even show you the armor that you're using and the benefits or the disadvantages that it might have, which isn't really good. I'll let you know right now, this is a water, as far as I remember, this is either water or dragon themed armor, and this is a water-based weapon. So for now, I'm just going to go find the Lagombi now and actually go start fighting him. Okay, now, just before I go in, it just occurred to me, I might as well demonstrate the weapon that I have. By pressing X, you will draw your weapon. This particular weapon, like I said, is called a switch axe. It's called that because you can go from axe mode. By pressing R, you'll switch into sword mode. Pressing R again, you'll switch back. Oh! Looks like he found me. And by pressing Y, you will siege your weapon. This is a habit you want to get into when you're attacking a monster. That if he's going to attack you, you want to siege your weapon and run away. Because you can't run away when your weapon is out. That's one thing you just want to pay note to. Okay, looks like we can probably start the fight now. Okay, so, just note guys, I've played this game before, so... Oh, well, I was about to say I know what I'm doing, then he pounces me. So, there's a couple of things you might want to note about the switch axe. I'm not doing a good job here, am I? Okay. By rolling around here enough times, you should be able to get this thing off you. Come on, get it off. Maybe this Benabra will get it off me. Come on, get off. There we go. Okay, I'm not doing a very good demonstration right here. Let me just get away for a quick heal. Okay, I wanted to demonstrate a bit more about what the switch axe can do. If you run over to him while holding R and you press Y and A, you'll be able to draw your axe in sword mode straight away. Like so. You want to make sure that you can dodge out of the way as frequently as you can so you don't actually get hit by his attacks. You just try to get used to the movements that the monster does. Now he's probably going to pounce me. Nope, he's going to do... Oh, yep, here we go, there we go. Okay. Now, the thing about switch axe is that you might... if you pay close attention there, kind of near the left, underneath my stamina bar, there's two different things. There's one for sharpness, which is how sharp my weapon is right now. And then there's another thing specifically exclusive to the switch axe, which is Vile. By using sword mode, Viles kind of go down. Now, before I get back to explaining that, you might notice that his ear just broke. Monsters in this game, guys, they don't have health bars. So, the only way you're going to tell how weak they are is through breakpoints. Okay, let me just get a few hits on him here. The reason I like the switch axe is because it can deal out quite a lot of frequent damage. Oh! Nice move there. Now you'll see the thing says reload. If I press RX and A, hang on there now, let me just... RX and A, I'll be able to do a fast reload. So that's another thing you can do with the switch axe. If you're ever going to be using a specific weapon, guys, I advise looking up some kind of a guide about it. Because there's a lot I was able to learn about the switch axe by doing that, and it just helped my overall play. Now this is one particular attack I love to do with the switch axe, which is called Vile Discharge. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to set down a trap. This is a shock trap. And by doing this, it'll allow you to get some frequent hits on the monster, basically. Watch this. So first of all, I take it out in sword mode. Press X and Y, X and A, sorry. And then keep pressing A. Oh, it looks like that didn't work. Guess this thing doesn't have a... Can't do it? No, it can. Hang on. It doesn't seem to be working. Okay. But that's the main thing you want to use traps for, is probably wailing on them. You can also use them to capture monsters, which is something that you might have to do in a quest every now and then. It might be a requirement for you to capture them. Obviously, this one is the hunt, so... I probably could have made a bit of better use of that trap. You might also note there that when I was rolling around, that depleted my stamina, which is another thing you kind of want to pay attention to. Okay. So, I think that's pretty much the base of the explanation that I need to give to you. When it comes to this game, guys, again, whatever monster you're fighting, it completely depends on your playstyle, how you like to fight. So experiment around with different weapons. I found that, just for me personally, the switch axe was just that one weapon that I really liked. I liked how it worked. Oh, dude. I guess he's going for a snack. He's going for a snack. Okay, you'll find this happening occasionally, sorry. Is that, they'll get tired and they'll get hungry. Now I'm going to try to do this thing again. I think it's rapidly press Y. There we go. Oh, man. I got a good amount of shots there. Okay, you can just go in for a couple of decent hits here. Okay, gonna dodge out of the way and reload. Whoa! Okay, there we go. Nope, you don't. Just took Tista. Okay, so it was rapidly press Y. I got that complete. Or not even Y, it's X. I don't even know the layout of my controller. Let me demonstrate that again. If he doesn't charge me. Ah, he got me that time. Okay, so run over to him. If you stop moving, buddy, please. X and A and rapidly press X. This is called Vile Discharge. And it's pretty much the strongest attack that you're going to be able to use as a Switch Axe user. I probably should have let him hit me there just to get me out of the snowball. Let me just... Kayamba, can you help me? Thank you, Kayamba. He's attacking Cha-Cha right now. That's another good thing you might want to note about these Shakalaka guys, is that they're really useful for kind of having a bit of a meat shield, I guess. Okay, now right there you see it said weapon power decreased. When that happens, if you take a look at the sharpness thing, you might notice it went from blue to green. When your weapon sharpness decreases, you want to use a whetstone, because when it decreases, you actually do less damage. Now it's a maximum. So we'll be able to get a few more better hits off him now. I'm willing to bet he's close to dead. He should probably start limping pretty soon, because I've got a couple of good flinches on him. Oh! Oh, dang it. Okay, that was a stupid move. Kayamba. Oh, is he dead? Cha-Cha, I need your help here. Cha-Cha. Cha-Cha, buddy. Buddy Cha-Cha. Cha-Cha. Oh, come on. How long can this thing stay on me? There we go. Come here, buddy. Yeah, come on. He should be limping by now. Another thing you want to note is that whenever you're using a weapon, this Switch Axe specifically, you can't move when you're using your weapon, like when you're attacking. So, I think some weapons you can, like the guns and the bows, you probably could move while you're attacking. But this weapon you can't. So, don't hold me to that. I don't know every single weapon. Like I said, the Switch Axe is just that one particular weapon that I know I'm good at and that I know how to use. There's a lot of people out there who much prefer to use a variety of different weapons to kind of, you know, be a jack of all trades kind of person. And personally, I don't like doing that. I just much prefer to stick to one, maybe two weapons. So you can see there, guys, he's limping. That basically just means that he's weak. If you're ever on a hunt, like where you have to capture them, and you see them limping, that's a sign that, you know, you want to trap them and then you want to tranquilize them. So that's your little indicator for that. And there are various abilities you can gain to tell you exactly when they're ready for capture. You can gain stuff like, I think it's called, I can't remember what it's called, but you can gain some abilities like Psychic that can tell you, you know, where the monster is. Other abilities like Fire Resistance and Ice Resistance and Speed Sharpening and all that kind of stuff that just kind of help you in your fight. Oh, he got me there. I don't think I need to use a potion. I'm pretty sure he's close to dead. Oh! Okay. I could probably get out of potion. Yeah, okay, he's being stupid. Oh, and then you give me the health recovery large. You see, that's a thing that these guys always have a tendency to do. They give you the health recovery right after you use a potion. That's happened way too often to me in this game. Oh, crap, he's getting away. Okay, see if I can get him. Come on. Ah, dang it. Okay, I got moved into the area anyway. That's a thing that kind of happens in this game. Often they'll end up being in the bounds that... Like, they'll end up being on the bounds of another area, but you end up going in there sooner than they do. And that's why he kind of ended up behind me. Oh, shit. Okay, one thing to note, and it didn't happen there, but if a monster hits you many times in succession, they'll end up dazing you. So that's just an indication that if you're getting dazed, it means you're getting comboed. And you just kind of have to wiggle the left stick. Okay, there we go. So thanks for playing, and you win, basically. So I hope this guide might be a bit of help to those of you out there who are going to be trying out the Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate demo. For those of you who are curious, the monster that you see in the background there, that's called the Brachydios. He's a high rank monster, and he's pretty difficult, you know. It's a good thing that they didn't put him in the demo. So yeah, if you guys would like to see me demonstrate some, you know, other classes, such as, you know, the dual blade, longsword and all that, let me know. But for that, thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one, so bye-bye for now.